You guys are not gonna believe this, but I got a new microphone. Okay, so now my phone can be literally up there, but you can still see me talking. Oh, you can still hear me. Sorry. But first of all, let's address the elephant in the room, which is my outfit. Okay. Let me explain. I am wearing a pair of socks right now because now that my phone is up there, you can see my full body. And I do not want any of you guys see my feet. Okay? I am scared. People nowadays are crazy. Okay? There are people who are attracted to feet. Now I have to cover them up. I'm just scared. The chance is low. The chance of people who watch me will be attracted to feet is low, but never zero. Never, never zero. Okay? Anyway, you know what now? Let me talk about. Okay, so hello very much. My name is Hanif Taki, and today I will talk about something that is a little bit like. I think it's like it. I think this is more like a reflection. Is it even recording? Hold on, let me check. It is. It is recording, you guys. Um. Also, if you're asking me, am I in the army right now? No, I know this shirt is really screaming like, your dad was home when you left. Your mom was home when you left. The dog was home when you left. Your brother was home when you left. Your sister was home when you left. The cat was home when you left. The fish was home when you left. The dad, the the dad, the mom, the brother, the sister, the dog, the cat, the fish was home when you left. You're right. And that's the reason you left. I left my home, I left my home to join the army, to join the army. But no, you guys, the way I would cry the first night if I joined the army, Boots, watch Boots on Netflix. That's gonna be me. No shade. But okay, this video is gonna be like more like a reflection. Today I am gonna talk about, based on the title, I'm gonna talk more about being grateful. Now, um, being grateful basically is just acknowledging things that you like. I mean, good things in your life. First of all, you have to acknowledge the good things, and then you have to kind of like be grateful. Then you can be grateful first, acknowledge, and then be grateful. Um, at first, okay, before I made this video, I did a little bit of like reading from the internet, right? And I just found out that there is a version of gratitude or being grateful that is toxic. Honestly, I'm kind of like not shocked, but more like, oh, oh, okay. And I feel like I have been practicing the toxic gratitude this whole time, at least like partially, not like every single gratitude that I do is like toxic, but more like I think sometimes I practice like or like do the toxic gratitude. And if you didn't know, okay, I do have like a little bit of like I did a little bit of like research, not a whole ass research, but more like reading of like websites and like experiences of people from like random blogs and everything, right? So here's the thing. Um, there is this thing called toxic gratitude, and it's basically when. Oop, why did that just move? Anyway, there is this thing called toxic gratitude. It's when Gratitude is used to silence a negative emotion. It is used to weaponize um, a bad thing in a sense to make people what I was about to say to make people feel better, but but my mouth was like to make people feel better. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, toxic gratitude is used to weaponize negative feelings and to make people um, feel better about themselves, and that's not good. That is not a good thing. It's mostly or like usually practiced in a religious household, like family context, stuff like that. And let me give you an example, okay? You're probably like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Toxic gratitude is like this. Let's say there's someone talking to you, there's someone like telling you about their hard time, that they're in a hard time. Let's say like, oh yeah, I just got fired, or like um I just got broken up, something like that. And then you reply being like, yeah, just be grateful that you are still alive. Just be grateful that you know you still have a house. That is toxic gratitude. Telling people to be grateful of things that are unrelated to the topic that they are feeling hard on. You know what I'm saying? Let's say like even to yourself, you could feel, you could do like, you could practice. You could kind of like practice toxic gratitude to yourself subconsciously. Okay? Let's say like this. Ugh, my grades are bad. You know what? At least I'm not, you know, at least I don't get kicked out from the school. At least I don't drop out or something like that. That is toxic gratitude. And that is bad. Why? Because it silences your negative feeling, and it makes you feel like, and it makes you feel and think like it's not okay to not be okay, if that makes sense. You know, let's say like, again, it's just, it makes you feel like, oh, it's like, I don't know how to really explain this, but like, it brushes off the negative feelings, which is not a bad thing as a whole, but more like it's not allowing you to feel bad about one thing and just kind of like, I want to, I just want to be grateful. And that's not a really good thing. You just have to kind of like, it's okay to not be okay. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, and I, whoa. And if I can be honest, there was supposed to be a point in this video where I talk about like, you should just be grateful and like stop complaining. And that's, yeah, stop complaining or whatever, right? But again, I'm just so grateful that I read things before I talk. Okay? Because I was like, let me see like what's up with like being grateful and like about like gratefulness and like gratitude, right? And then I found out about toxic gratitude. And that is toxic gratitude. Because I was about to say like, stop complaining about your looks, specifically about your body. At least you have full at least you have like a functional body. I was about to say that, but again, I just realized that that is a toxic gratitude if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, oh, you should not feel bad about yourself for how you look. You should just be grateful. You should just like feel good about yourself because you have all your limbs, or like you're still alive or something like that. It's okay to feel bad about yourself. It's okay to kind of like not feel confident. It's okay. It's totally okay. And I was about to say like, it's not okay. You should just be grateful with what you have, honestly. And I guess that's like, that reflects kind of bad to my end, because it means that I've been doing that my whole life. I've been practicing that concept my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's basic. It's usually practiced around religious household, families, and everything like that, right? And everything like that. Girl, can I talk? But yeah, being grateful and but basically like yeah, being grateful or gratitude is just awareness of like good things in your life. It's not to like gratitude is not used to silence negative feelings, but it is used to acknowledge something, okay? Appreciate one thing, appreciate someone, appreciate something, that you have that thing, that you know something, but it is not used to kind of like, again, brushing off negative feelings. It's okay to feel or like have those bad things. No, not bad things, but bad feelings. So like, I feel sad, I feel bad or whatever, right? And it's okay to feel those things. You should not, yeah, let me be grateful about another thing. It's okay to complain. It's okay. It's a human thing to do. But anyway, I just want to say that, wait again, the concept of being grateful of like, or like the concept of gratitude is, I just, I was thinking like, am I in frame? Can you guys see me? Can you see my face? I'm scared that I've been talking this whole time and you can't even see me. And I'm like, out of frame or something. But anyway, but basically, yeah, the concept of gratitude or like being grateful is awareness, acknowledging something, appreciate, or like just clocking it, or like knowing that something is yours, something is there, that you have it, that it's yours, that you have to kind of like, again, knowing, acknowledging, that's the word, acknowledge. And you're probably like wondering, what do you mean by worn out converse? Now, here's the thing. Let me move my laptop real quick. I do my ha- I do have my Converse here. You probably have seen it this whole time. This pair of Converse that I have had since I was 17, probably. My mom bought this for me in 2022, I believe, or maybe early 22. No, 2022, I believe. Yeah, like late 2022. And I feel like I haven't been really grateful or like appreciating this thing, this shoe right here. Why? Because Converse used to be my dream. Like, I'm talking about like, I used to dream. I used to literally imagine my life having a Converse. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with Converse. Maybe the shape, maybe like it's not the color, maybe the color, maybe the style. I don't know what it is, but I just love the look of a Converse. Right. And again, and let me tell you a story real quick. Okay. When I was in high school, again, I used to be like real obsessed with Converse, even since I was in high school, right? Um, when I was in high school, I used to buy knockoff Converse on like online shopping platform or whatever, right? It was only like 100,000 rupiah, which is like far, far, far like down or like down. But yeah, like the quality is like really bad. Even the price, so it's like really far away from the original price. The original price is like 800,000 rupiah, which is like, how much is like 800,000 rupiah in dollars? I don't know. But that's like the basic converse, but for the the Chuck Taylor Converse All Star Chuck Taylor 70s canvas. This is like a million rupiah, like a million and 100 rupiah, which is a little expensive for a pair of shoes, you know. But I guess that's it justifies why, because I have worn this for 3 years. Okay, but anyway, but yeah, I used to buy like knockoff Converse when I was in high school. It was 100,000 rupiah a pair, and it broke. Literally, I'm not joking. The logo literally like ripped off. The logo literally like falling off. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Like I wore a knockoff Converse to school, and the logo was peeling off. Like it was like a. It wasn't even like a like stitched. It was like a sticker, and it peeled off. But that's like how obsessed I was with Converse. And again, when I got these, when my mom bought these for me, when I got into college, I was like, my mom was like, "Let's buy you a new shoes." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and she was like, "Just say it. Like, what do you want? Just say it." You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be scared to not what. Just say what you want. And I said, "I want Converse." And we went to the Converse store, and my mom and I picked like, oh my god, I want this one. This is the one that I want. And my mom was like, okay, get it. And I was so happy. Like I literally, it was like I was so happy the day that I got it. I couldn't stop wearing it in the house, like I was an American. Girl, like I was so excited to wear it to the class and everything. But I feel like now I haven't really kind of like giving it as much appreciate as it should have gotten. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nowadays I just feel like, oh yeah, these are just a pair of shoes, when these are the ones that I was kind of like really obsessed with and was my dream. And I feel like again being grateful, and I just have to kind of like acknowledge that I have these and appreciate these little things, you know. It's crazy because like again, these used to be like my dream and like um my number one shoes. But now that I have it, I'm like, okay, so what? You know? And about the worn out part, the worn out. Also another reason why I love Converse. I haven't even told you like why I love Converse. I just said that I don't even know why I love it, but again, yeah, I don't know why I love it, but I love the concept of the concept. I love the concept of worn out Converse. You can look it up on Pinterest. Just search worn out Converse. Okay, look it up, and it's for some reason it attracts me. I am. It looks appealing to me, like really dirty and like torn apart, worn out, crazy looking Converse look so cool to me for some reason. I don't know why, you know? And paired with the jeans, with a good jeans, it looks kind. First, I don't know what it is, okay? And honestly, can I be honest, you guys? I haven't worn these shoes. I mean, no, I haven't washed these shoes in 3 years. It's crazy, I know. You guys are like, what the fuck? You haven't washed your shoes in 3 years? That's disgusting. I know. But here's the thing again, I just want to achieve that look of like really torn apart and ugly looking Converse. And I feel like I low key kind of have achieved that a little bit. it does look a little fugly and busted out, but I guess, but yeah, honestly, I just want to say like I have to kind of like appreciate little things that I used to kind of like obsessed with that now girl that now I have, because like I feel like we as people tend to forget um saying thank you and being thankful to things that used to be like our dream. You know what I'm saying? And what was I talking about? Oh yeah, this shoe. It's not even stinky, you guys. I'm not kidding. It's not stinky at all. Like I'm being dead serious. For some reason, it's not stinky. They look really dirty, but they're not stinky. I don't know why. Even after I worn them to the gym, like they're not stinky at all. I'm not joking, you guys. I'm not joking. I'm being dead serious. But yeah, these shoes have been with me for like the past 3 years. I have worn them to the class, to the gym, hanging out with my friends, going up and down with me. These shoes have been with me, okay, through the rain and the hot weather of Indonesia, bitch. These are my tea, you know. And again, I feel like these shoes have been kind of like with me and being my partner. And what was I about to say? Bruh. Oh yeah. Oh. Let me explain one more thing. I feel like I love the look of a worn out Converse because I feel like it adds story, it adds character to the shoes. Okay? It tells a story. It's like, oh my god, that shoes are worn out, like busted out, ugly, which means that they have worn that shoes to wherever, to like everywhere. Okay? And I feel like that's a good thing, you have a lot of stories you like wearing that shoe, you know. Honestly, the I planned to tie my shoelace while I'm doing the video, but I feel like I cannot multitask. So let me put back my Converse real quick. But yeah, I feel like my Converse. I'm forgetting what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me look at my planner or whatever. My Converse and its memory, live in the moment, appreciate what you have. No. But yeah, basically, I feel like the title of this video, Grateful for My Worn Out Converse, is just basically me acknowledging things that used to be my dream and now I have it, but haven't been kind of like appreciating it enough. You know, like this room. I used to dream to have like a room on my own, like of my own, not on my own. This is still my parents' house, but I am so grateful that I have this room. Okay. Even though it's dirty, it's messy, but it's me. It's me. Again, same thing with the shoe. I feel like that's very me. You know what? Let me put my shoes like right here. These are my friends. Okay. Um, but yeah. Um, but here's the thing. Okay, so the idea of this video came up to me because I was thinking about buying another shoes, buying another pair of shoes. I have been kind of like putting my eye on Onitsuka Tiger. Hold on. That shoes are like they look kind of good. They like I don't know what it is. I feel good about that shoes. Like I want it. Like give me a pair, but it's very expensive. It's very expensive for a pair of shoes. 2 million rupiah. Oh hell no. But again, the idea come. What was that sound? I heard the sound, but anyway, the idea of this video came up because I was thinking about buying another shoes, but then I realized like, oh my god, I have a pair of Converse, which is a pair of shoes that I had been wanted since I was like a teenager, since I was in high school. Now that I haven't like, why haven't I been kind of like appreciating it enough? You know, I haven't kind of like taken my time to look at my shoes and just be like, oh, I have it. I have it with me. Like I have this is like mine. Like why am I not appreciating it enough? You know? I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like it's a human thing. It's such a human thing for us to feel like we're not enough or like we want more. Again, it's like a very human thing. However, um I feel like we need to take a step back and breathe a little bit and look around like how far we have gotten. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, oh no, I do have this article from Science Direct. Okay, now, I am a researcher, you guys. Science Direct, this is like, isn't it like Elsevier or something like that, like Scopus? Anyway, there is a thing called hedonic adaptation. This is basically like a concept of your brain where your brain is like a like um let me read it real quick. Hedonic adaptation is defined as the process by which individuals become accustomed to emotional stimuli. Basically it's like where your brain is what I'm thinking about. I'm trying to like construct a sentence. But basically, like, yeah, there is a thing called hedonic adaptation where your brain is basically. What the fuck was that? Something fell outside of my room. Something fell. Maybe my cat, but there is this thing called hedonic adaptation where your brain is like basically adjust to the emotion that you feel. I was so happy to, you know, receive this pair of shoes, but then my brain just kind of like stopped feeling happy, you know, stop feeling happy, and it applies to negative feelings as well. Let's say you got a bad grade. Over time, you will feel okay about that bad grade, and honestly, and actually, this is a survival instinct. Okay, because if you okay, like let's say like how is it like a survival instinct? Like uh feeling good is a survival instinct. No. If you feel good things all the time for something, I mean, yeah, it sounds good on the paper, but what about the bad things, the bad feeling? Okay, the sad. Let's say you got sad because you got bad grades, but what about your brain is not adjusting to that? Your brain is not trying to accustom to that condition, to that situation. You are gonna feel sad all the time? No. So your brain adjust to that kind of like situation. Um, but basically, the hedonic adaptation is like the reason why I have stopped noticing about my shoes, about my dream shoes, basically. And it's honestly a normal thing. But again, I feel like I need to take a step back and look at my shoes and be like, oh yeah, I have it. I have my shoes. I have my dream shoes, and just be like grateful, acknowledging that I have these shoes, and it can be applied to like whatever you have, your dream phone, your dream books, your life, a job, something, anything. You just have to say like, take a step back and realize like, oh my God, I feel like we need to be aware of our surroundings and everything, right? But yeah, and honestly, that's probably it. Yes, I was gonna talk about like not taking anything for granted. Should I talk about that? I feel like it's already been like 40 minutes, but I don't know. Yeah, but again, I just want to feel grateful. I'm just like very grateful with these shoes and everything. Okay, that I have right now. I like having a laptop, having a phone, having a microphone. Like everything. I have a room. I have like this tumbler that I got from my mom for my birthday. Love my mom. Love you, mom. Now I can drink cold water everywhere, anywhere, anytime I want. Hear this. Exactly. Can you even hear that? Exactly. But yeah, um, I love my Converse and I'm grateful for it. I feel like, but again though, well, I am being grateful for things that I have, not because I'm trying to silence the negative feelings that I have in me, but I just want to acknowledge and appreciate things around me, things that I have, you know, beautiful friends, beautiful family, you know, everything that I have. A printer. This is a printer, you guys, and I feel grateful for it. Why? Because I can print anything without having to go to like a place to print it. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, grateful for everything that I have right now. I'm talking about this, and just wait that next video. I will complain about one thing. Okay? So I say here's the thing. I was about to say like I was about to say something like next video is gonna be so ironic, you guys, because next video I'm gonna complain about everything. Why it's ironic? Because this video I'm talking about being grateful and you should not complain about anything. Okay, because your life is good. And next video is gonna be like so ironic to this video. I was gonna say that, but now I cannot say that because there is this concept of toxic gratitude. Okay, so I feel like it's okay for you to complain. It's okay for you to feel bad about yourself. It's okay to feel sad. And you should not use gratitude to weaponize those feelings. Okay? So now I can complain about anything without having to feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I was kind of like planning this video about like me talking about one thing, which is the next video. Um, and I feel bad about like, oh my God, but like I have everything really good. I have everything You know what? Let me talk about it next video. Okay? I low-key still wanna talk, but I feel like it's been like 50 minutes. Honestly, love you. I love my Converse again, you guys. I don't know what it is about my obsession with Converse, but you will never see me anywhere without my Converse. Okay? To the class, hanging out with my friends, literally anywhere. Okay? This girl has been I feel like I feel like this is a him. This is a man. This is not a a she her. This is a he him. Okay? But yeah, I have to kind of like wash my hands though, low key, because they are pretty dirty. But no, yeah. Well, what the fuck is this video? Honestly, what is it even about? Um. Well, let me turn it off. Thank you guys for watching. Let me see how long is this. 36 minutes. Okay. All right now. Thank you for watching and goodbye.